contacted by Orlando, who is banished to Arden Forest.
Young Orlando's heart is broken, for that gent has not seen his beloved but once, and not since his banishment.
Allow us wend to Arden Forest, and meeteth with Orlando.
In sooth, I know not, gentle sirs. Perhaps it is I had bested his champion, perhaps for his hatred of my father, but I know not truly. Thus must I from the smoke into the smother, from tyrant duke unto a tyrant brother, but heavenly Rosalind.
Best then should Max and I depart, for Duke Frederick and Rosalind to make ready for a reunion twixt the star-crossed lovers. Good morrow, your excellency.
Who art thou, squire?
Excellency, I am Neve, and yonder is Max. We are but humble catfishers.
I care not enough to ask what sort of a knave a catfisher be. State thy business quickly, rapscallions.
Knowest thy excellency a lad called Orlando?
In sooth, I know the youth. The whole world thought his father was an honorable man, but he was always my enemy. His victory against Charles would have pleased me more, were he but another man's son. I did hear of my daughter and her cousin, much commending the parts and graces of the wrestler.
As thou sayest, noble excellency. Might thy niece Rosalind be available for comment if it please thy grace?
Dost thou attempt to mock me, catfisher?
I prayeth thee, stay thy mighty hand, excellency.
My niece has been banished by my own hand. I bade her within these 10 days, if that thou beest found so near our public court as 20 miles, thou diest for it.
I beg thy gracious forgiveness for my ignorance. I knew not of this. Pray tell me, excellency, wherefore?
Let it suffice thee that I trust her not. She is her father's daughter. There's enough. Now fly, poltroons. Should ye be found within 10 leagues of our public court, thou shalt pay for thy insolence with thy meager lives. Begone, whilst I still feel generous.
Well, gentle Orlando, we bring good tidings and ill.
Speak then, sir.
Fair Rosalind doth hold thee in high esteem.
Good tidings indeed. What then of the ill?
Duke Frederick hath banished yon fair maiden under pain of death.
Then the lady couldst be anywhere. Oh, the agonizing misery of it all. What passion hangs these weights upon my tongue? I cannot speak to her, yet she urged conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown, or Charles, or something weaker masters thee.
What goes on here?
Rosalind is lost to me.
Peace, I say.
Know ye this youth, good sir?
Worse so I know his verse. From the east to west end, no jewel is like Rosalind, her worth being mounted on the wind. Through all the world bears Rosalind. Oh yes, I heard them all, and more too, for some of them had in them more feet than the verses would bear. Love is merely a madness, and I tell you, it deserves as well a dark house and a whip as madmen do. And the reason why they are not so punished and cured is that the lunacy is so ordinary that the whippers are in love too.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I protest her frown might kill me.
By this hand it will not kill a fly.
Prithee, gentle sir, knoweth ye this heart-sick lad's muse? Knoweth ye fair Rosalind?
Best ye speak to the fool.
What fool?
Thee shall knoweth that fool at which hour thee seeth that fool.
Best we leave before the bad riddleth more.
I concur.
Holla, Cloud. Fie on you, but now I'm in Auden, the more fool I, when I was at home. What knoweth ye of Orlando and Rosalind? The truest poetry is the most feigning, and lovers are given to poetry, and what they swear in poetry may be said as lovers they do feign. Confound thy riddle, fool. Peace, peace. Perchance I could arrange a meeting twixt the young lovers. If it be true thou couldst, thou wouldst be a most wondrous man. The more pity that fools may not speak wisely what wise men do foolishly.
Why doth the lady tarry so?
Peace, gentle Orlando, peace.
Alas, mine own poor heart can no longer endure.
Peace, Orlando. Yet there are those who believe me to be the fool.
Gadzooks, what trickery is this?
'Tis Ganymede?
Aye, 'tis Ganymede, but it is also I.
Fie, 'tis we who are catfished, dear Max.
Forsooth, the catfishers are now the catfished. Oh, shame!
Upon our banishment, I did take on the guise of Jozo and survey Ganymede, because that I am more than common tall, that I did suit me all points like a man, a gallant curtal axe upon my thigh, a boar spear in my hand, and in my heart lie there what hid in woman's fear their will. We'll have a swashing and martial outside, as many other managed cowards have that do outface it with their semblances.
The first time I ever saw thee, methought thee a man.
I have promised to make all this matter even.
What sayest thee, Orlando? Canst thou endure such a subterfuge?
I believe I can.
It is not the fashion to see the lady the epilogue, but is no more unhandsome than to see the lord the prologue. If it be true that good wine needs no bush, 'tis true that a good play needs no epilogue. Yet to good wine they do use good bushes, and good plays prove the better by the help of good epilogues. What a case am I in, then, that I am neither a good epilogue nor cannot insinuate with you in the behalf of a good play. I am not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg will not become me. My way is to conjure you, and I'll begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love you bear to men, to like as much of this play as please you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women. As I perceive by your simpering, none of you hates them, that between you and the women the play may please. If I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that please me, complexions that like me, and breasts that I defied not. And I am sure as many as have good beards or good faces, or sweet breasts will, for my kind offer, when I make curtsy, bid me farewell.